Greetings on International Women's Day to all the women employees of the general insurance industry. I'm very happy to participate and be a part of the celebration here. I'm proud to be a member of the general insurance industry that has more than 30% of its workforce as women. As a woman in leadership position, I'm aware that the work culture here in the general insurance industry is very supportive of women. In fact, many women have taken many prominent leadership positions in the industry, and it is not just recently, it has been the case since 1984. There has been absolutely no gender bias, and many of us have reached heights that we have only dreamt of. There have been many women CEOs in the country, not to speak of the two members at the IRDA. However, the outside world is not as friendly. We all know the everyday struggles the women face, even which are normal and mundane. Their daily commute, they're walking to work, they're walking out in the open. All these times, the women are quietly worried for their safety. It is unfortunate that people will have to always think, what if this was my mother, my sister, my wife? And be careful. We need not worship women like goddesses. All the women ask is only to be treated with respect and basic decency. The public perception of women needs to go a fundamental mindset shift. This mindset shift starts with teaching both the girls and the boys the right mindset. I have been inspired by several women in the industry. However, I would like to state that we don't need to look outside in the world to look for role models. All of us must be having a grandmother, a mother, an aunt, cousin, or a neighbor, a sister, someone who, against all odds, both societal and financial pressures, would have worked hard and ensured that their near and dear have been given a decent education, been allowed to progress, been empowered. Please share the stories of these people you know in your family or your near and dear, so that your children and grandchildren can learn to relate to them and enhance the contribution of women. Why should women succeed despite? Why should women struggle against all odds? This is why the most impactful contribution each generation can make is to ensure that the next generation has a smoother road to equality and success. The topics discussed on Women's Day are not for the women alone. Men must take responsibility and achieve and actively participate to help nurture an environment that makes women feel safe, empowered, and free to exist without fear of being judged for being a woman with an opinion. Our responsibility is to honor and appreciate the women who are making success in their lives and bringing success into the lives of other women and those around her. I hope the men are listening intently too. Real empowerment is a collaborative effort between all members of society. As a woman leader in the public sector, I would like to appreciate my fellow female colleagues. You ladies are a distinguished bunch, and I'm proud of our achievements, rising through the ranks over long careers with perseverance and effort, fortunately without a glass ceiling, at least internally speaking. However, there is much more to be done. In India, women account only for 19.9% of the total labor force. Only 20% of the women above the age of 15 and older participate in the labor force in India. For men, that's 76%. This is in part due to restrictive cultural norms and societal pressures we all have endured. Everyone has an opinion on what women are allowed to wear, speak, and do. People discuss the women's future without even being involving the women in the conversation. With such casual sexism deeply entrenched into our society, are these shocking numbers really surprising? What you can do about this is first to be more mindful. Learn to develop a voice of your own and have the courage to make it heard. People cannot take you for granted. You are a full fledged human being with hopes, aspirations, and an outlook for your own life. The onus is not solely on women to make sacrifices. Normalize sharing household, family, and income responsibilities. Normalize open conversation and having your own beliefs. Normalize equality and get rid of the burden of expectation placed on you on how you should behave. Normalize taking charge of your life and ensuring you live life on your own terms, not on a path that someone else has set for you. Be allies to one another and help each other grow both in your career as well as people. And as a general insurance industry employee, I would request you to contribute your might to improve the PSU general insurance industry in these difficult times. Wishing you a happy Women's Day, I would like to conclude with a small sloka. Yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra devataha. Loosely translated, this means God resides where women are worshipped. Thank you very much and greetings again.